Hello and welcome to this afternoon taste challenge. We have from 1849, but really this recipe is from 2007. Schlitz used to be called Schlitz Gusto, but when they dropped the other recipe, they went to Schlitz on this because it's the only one. Now, when you get to the strong beers, they got the malt liquor, Blue Bull, Red Bull, Gold, Ice Bull. But anyway, this is Schlitz malt liquor, Schlitz beer. They haven't made Schlitz Light since 2010. Now, the competitor, Best Buy, September of 2022. The competitor is Corona Familiar, introduced in 2010. I looked at trademark information. Trademark secured in 2010. B Aviation. Hey, B Aviation. This is 4.8% alcohol. 156 calories. These quart bottles are expensive, all right, so you're not getting a deal. Corona Familiar. Remember, it used to say Corona Extra on the cap, and when you looked on the Grupo Modelo website, it just said it's the family-size bottle, but then they made it into its own recipe. Michael Hill, good day, Ronald. Good day to you. BC's Beer Reviews, BC's Beer Reviews. I watched this Modelo Negra video this morning. It was really nice, because regardless of if it's in a bottle or a can, he's going to review it. And you can find the Modelo Negra cans sometimes. Michael Hill says, well, never seen that Corona. That's a big bottle. I know. $3.75. Not the best deal. Let's see. $3.75 divided by 32 times 12 times 6. $8.43 a six-pack. Well, it's actually cheaper than the six-pack. All right. So maybe it is a good deal. I mean, relative to the six-packs, they're overpriced beers, but I bought a tall boy can of Familiar recently. Oh, yeah, I see those. The brown cans, 24 ounce. Schlitz S. This is the last can of Schlitz, so we're not doing any more Schlitz taste challenges for a few years, but I got so many other things I can do. Bush versus Land Shark. Rolling Rock versus Land Shark. Miller Genuine Draft versus Land Shark. And so forth. All right, there's your Schlitz. Golden appearance. Thick white head. 4.7% alcohol. 20 international bitterness units. Now, what's the bitterness units for Corona Familiar? I don't know, but the regular Corona Extra is 18 IBUs, so you figure this was about 19 or whatever. All right. You know this thing's going to be pale like a beer that's pale. Put the cap back on. Put it back in the fridge so it doesn't warm up. You definitely don't want these warm. There it is. It's also golden. Well, not as pale as I thought. But it's lighter than the Schlitz from Nava, Mexico, it says. Corona Familiar. I'm familiar with it. Imported beer from Mexico, 4.8% alcohol per 12 ounce. Says 156 calories. Brewed and bottled by Cerveceria Modelo, Nava, Mexico. Imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. So the United States government, in the land of the free, would not allow Grupo Modelo to sell the beer in the United States. They can produce it, but once across the border, they have to turn it over to Crown Imports so that they can sell it, because they didn't want to have a monopoly. Put this back. Okay, come on. It's a beautiful bottle, and it's painted. It's a painted bottle. It's not a sticker. No, it's not a stick on label. It's paint on the glass. Paint on the glass. It's funny how Nava is right across the border. It's one of those maquiladoras. It's a maquiladora, which is those factories that they built after the NAFTA agreement. They're right across the border, and they can pay the people a lot less with no benefits, no health insurance, no life insurance, no retirement plan. And then they go right across the bridge to Nuevo Laredo, Laredo, I mean to say Laredo, Progreso, Texas, Brownsville, Texas, and all the other border towns, El Paso, and they sell it. You say that sounds like some corporate scheme. It was a corporate scheme. The North American Free Trade Agreement wasn't about free because it wasn't free. It was like a 10,000 could understand with every kind of regulation and monopolistic thing. If it was a free trade agreement, I could have written it. I could have written it and it'd been one page. And I would do it. I do support free trade when it's actually free, you know, and it's real. Not a George W. Bush, George H.W. Bush, Bill Clinton, you know, Lodge brother, Lodge based this and this agreement, you know what I mean? Watch it, boy. Find me hanging from a bridge with water above my nose with bricks in my pocket if I keep talking crazy. Ask Robert Calvi. Well, he can't tell you anything. All right. Anyway. All right. Okay. Let me tell you something, you lazy bones down here. I see you laying on the carpet. Come here. Come here. Time for you to make an appearance. You ready to show the people what's going on here? All right. You might have even heard the purring, All right. Not my cat, just some wild cat that showed up. All right. I call it Orangey. J Rock says, "What up, Orangey? Nice cat. Very baby. Wow, there he is. She, female. Nice cat. Cheers. No tail. Tail got chopped off. I think the tail got chopped off. Some people think it was born with a nub tail. I think it got chopped off, but I didn't really examine her when she used to hang around here a year ago when she was a baby cat. If every American company moved their whole business to the U.S., their profits would probably plummet. Right. Because of these schemes, you know, I need to be the president of the United States. I'll be the best. I'm not saying I'll be the best ever, but I'll probably be one of the best ever. And it wouldn't be any kind of BS, and it wouldn't be any kind of like me talking trash and getting it. I mean, people would get upset because they have their connected, you know what I'm saying, situations where the government protects their business. They don't want competition. But I'll be the competition's friend. I'll be the taxpayer's friend, you see. These smell like regular old lager beer. You get it. You know what they smell like. Have you fully adopted Orangey now? I never adopted Orangey. But I hate to see any animal go hungry, so I give her food at which she demands every day at exactly 5:30 a.m. and exactly 3:30 p.m. Although she didn't finish the 5:30 serving, so I'll say, "You don't eat your food, you don't clean your plate, you're not getting more." All right, look, the aroma is just standard. Adjunct lager beer, and I had some people tell me you should never describe it like that. You need to give a great description of adjunct lagers. Yeah, I get that, but everybody knows. Like nobody watching beer reviews that says, "I wonder what American regular beer tastes like and smells like." You know, wonder what Budweiser smells like. Wonder what Miller Lite smells like. It's a mystery to me. Well, it shouldn't be a mystery. Just go to the store and buy some, and it's just smells like cereal grain, really. Fermented cereal grain. Has she adopted you yet? Haha. Yeah, she thinks so. She's sitting there licking herself. Goes walking like a dog. When I go walking in the morning, only if it's dark, not during the daylight. I don't know. She don't like going in the daylight, but if it's dark, she goes around just like a dog following. This is even. Price Well, let's look at the price for. I know the Schlitz is $11.49 right now for a 12 pack. Was $10.99. So let's see, like $3.75 divided by 32 ounces times 12 ounces times 12 cans or bottles. 16.88. Oh yeah. And that's about what they cost. 16.88 for a 12 pack. Not a good deal. 11.49 for a 12 pack. Not a terrible deal, but not like it used to be before JB. Yeah. Let's go over here. Now see the Corona Familiar. It has like corn. You say, me like whiskey. Kind of like whiskey, but kind of like Corona, Mexican corn, which is different from American corn. If you ever get those corn tostadas from the Mexican restaurants or the tamales, it doesn't taste the same. There's a name for it. They even have the Mexican corn flour, which they were selling around here, but nobody bought it. We don't have enough Latino population here to sustain that. But I mean, in Kenner, Louisiana, Metairie, Louisiana, they probably can't keep it in stock. It's a different, sweeter, better flavor, I think. So the Familiar, I like it. It's kind of bland. I mean, Corona's kind of bland. We all know that. People will preach these sermons like, let me tell y'all something. Excuse me. Don't you know Corona is bland? And they go on and on. It's like everybody knows that already. But it doesn't taste bad. Is it like an imperial stout, like a barrel-aged imperial stout? No. It's definitely not like Brooklyn Four Roses Imperial Barrel Aged Stout, which is horrible. This actually tastes good. And I gave it 4 chances, so don't sell me short. I tried it 4 times, 4 pint cans, and every time it was awful. I still gave it a C minus, and didn't even give it a D, which it really deserved. So this is bland. I can't say it's actually boring. It's just bland. It's like Corona. It's like, oh, I know what Coronas taste like. They're not as bad as people make them out to be. I watch some video reviews and people go on and on about, oh, it tastes like shoe polish and rubber bands and dirt and horse urine and terribleness stuff. I'm like, it doesn't taste like any of that. It's just dull, okay? But it would pair very well with a lot of Mexican food. So do I buy Corona a lot? No. It's too expensive. And you don't really, I mean, why not just get Rolling Rock? But why not just get Schlitz? Is Schlitz the cheapest 12-pack of beer I can get? Well, I guess Natural Ice is because I can get a 30-pack for $19.49. 19.49 divided by 30 times 12. 779. Yeah, 780. A 12-pack. Yeah, I guess I'll be buying Natural Ice again soon. And it's a great beer, no matter what these hating haters who hate say about it, because they're jealous, and it's a game. Now you say, no, they gave it an honest review and they hate it. It's possible. It's possible. But when I watch the reviews, it doesn't seem like they're giving it an honest review. It's a lot of and now we're gonna review Natty Ice, and they start off with all this like chippy kind of laughing. I say, well, you're already gonna give it a bad score, and it's like, hey gang, hey guys, hey YouTube, Watch me dog this and we'll get a lot of cheap laughs. I'm like, well, I could watch a lot of bad comedy for that. And furthermore, you're wrong because it's not bad. And I'm unanimous in that. But this is Schlitz easily. It has more hoppy, savory, more piney, savory hops. Yes, Schlitz S. Did I think this was going to be difficult? No, not really. Did I think it would be interesting? Yes. Is it? It is. I'm betting on Familiar. Well, you lost the bet. I'm sorry. I'm betting on the Bengals, Cincinnati, but I could be wrong. Maybe the Rams will win. Maybe the Cleveland, I mean to say Los Angeles, I mean to say Anaheim, I mean to say St. Louis, I mean to say Los Angeles Rams will win in that. Those vagabonds. Corona is a hot summer day lawnmower beer, says Craft Beer Tastic. It really is. And it's an expensive one. People love to hate on macros. Boy, you got that right. Jason Cleveland. Jay, what size vessels are Schlitz sold in your area? Well, 12-ounce cans and 16-ounce cans if you find them, which since Food for Less got ransacked by the hurricane, well, you can't find those. They used to sell the pint cans, Food for Less. Lishman, it's really Lishman's. They own it, but they call it Food for Less. But I don't know if they're coming back. They look like they're working on it though. But they used to sell the pint can, the 6-pack of pint cans. But other places, some Rouses have that. But usually it's the 12-ounce cans. No bottles, no draft in Louisiana. No bottles, no draft in Louisiana. Beer Hounds says hi, Ronald Brewski. Laughing out loud. Hello to you, Beer Houndy Scoundy. I will be posting a beer review in a few of a beer that made my top 5 best I ever had. Hope it was West Flaterin 12. It's funny how Los Angeles didn't even have a team 4 or 5 years ago, but now they have 2, which one of which they stole from St. Louis and one of which they stole from San Diego. And the Super Bowl is there. Isn't there something? But don't forget, the San Diego Chargers originally were the Los Angeles Chargers, so they came back home. They came back home to LA. And it means so much to me, man. You know that? Okay. I'm okay, man. I'm okay, man. Why you gotta judge people just because they're drinking some beer on a Thursday? Yeah, they started as the Los Angeles Chargers, but then nobody went to the games. Well, I mean, some people did. They had a few dozen that would go. And then so they said, well, let's get out of LA. Everybody wants to go see the Rams, who are terrible at the time. So they went to San Diego, and then everybody was like, yay, we have a team. And so they were really popular. Then they built the new stadium in 1969, which everybody loved. And nobody ever complained about except the owner, who said, I want a brand new stadium, which I want the taxpayers to build, by the way. And the San Diego people said, no, if you want a new stadium, you build it. I'll go to LA, and I'm not joking. They said, well, bye. So he left. They were heartbroken, but they have a college team they can root for that's not going to leave. California State University at San Diego, the Aztecs. They're not leaving because it's the university in San Diego. So pull for them instead of stinking National Socialist Football Cartel. Okay, back to the comments. All right, calm down, man. Cincinnati Bengals started in 1968, founded by Paul Brown, the owner, whose son is now the owner. Had 2 owners, Paul and his son. Can't remember his son's name. Junior? No. And Paul Brown, remember, he was the head coach at the Ohio State University, and then he quit to go coach the new team in 1946 called the Cleveland Browns. And the people in Ohio were very angry and said, you betrayed us. He said, I didn't betray you because I'm getting a pro football job. It's a new team. It's probably going to be successful. And he was very self encouraged. So he named the team, him and the owner named the team after himself, the Browns. That's pretty good. How many pro football teams get to name their team after the coach? The Cleveland Paul Browns. But then he got fired by his own team after the new owner took over in 1963. And he said, I'll get you all. And he went and got his own team, the Bengals. All right, enough history. I was pretty much told to stay away from Budweiser, but I'm glad I stopped listening to people, says Kevin Johnson. No, it was one of my go-to beers, and I really enjoy it. How dare you drink Budweiser? You know what, Kevin Johnson? You are expelled from the beer drinking community because you like Budweiser. You are the enemy because you're not supposed to like it. Best halftime show of all time, says Beer Hounds. Do you see Schlitz on draft at any bars and pubs in your area? No, it's only sold in cans. Cans only. Is hurricane damage still visible there? Oh, yeah. There's a fence that's all knocked down here. Doesn't look at it. Doesn't seem like they're ever going to fix it. And you know what? I'm tired of looking at it. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to edge next to that fence. And I'm going to let weeds grow to the sky. Oh, I mean, of course, I'm going to cut my grass. But you don't want to fix the fence? Now, that thing can sit there all dilapidated for the next 50 years. I'm not going to edge next to it. I'm going to let the grass grow high. Not going to do it. Not ga da. Nah, God, nah. And they got all kind of houses around here with roofuses with blue tarps on them. My carport is not rebuilt. The carport guy called me today and said, are you going to be home today? I'm in your town. And I said, I'll be home. He knows I'm getting aggravated. He don't want me to. Hey, I don't want to call the state licensing board. Nobody wants to call the state attorney general's office, but send me some Schlitz, Ron, and I'll send you something. 1 can is all I need for a review. Oh, it's buffering. What did I miss? Not too much. I'm having a Budweiser and some space dust. Oh, I love getting dusted with space dust. I never had Schlitz. What's a beer that's comparable? Nothing. I'm not being sarcastic or flip. There really is no beer that I can think of that tastes like Schlitz. Maybe. Remember that Samuel Adams beer they had like 10 years ago that was an India Pale Lager? It was called Samuel Adams. Oh, man. It was like a blue and green aquamarine color. I don't remember. It's kind of like that. Nothing tastes like it. Nothing. Nothing tastes like Schlitz. And I don't get secret money from Schlitz. But the Anheuser-Busch distributor gave me a beer, but yeah, Bud Light next. I'll review it next. Bud Light next. That's a true story. He came and put it in my pocket and he said, don't show nobody. I said, okay. But I'm going to show everybody. All right. Ron, I like Budweiser, says Beer Hounds. Now we got 2 people kicked out the beer drinking community. I like it too. Now we got 3 people kicked out. My neighbor hardly ever mows his lawn, and it's actually really annoying. Oh, they got some trashy people in this world. They'll have a beer can in their front yard, and it'll stay there for like 29 years. It's like, man, don't you have any self-respect? I can't have a gum wrapper in my yard. I would literally get out of bed and go out and get the gum wrapper out of my yard at 10:30 at night and come back in and go back into bed. I can't have my yard looking trifling and scumbaggery. Okay, do they still make Schmidt? Yes. Schmidt was in Washington. We call it animal beer. Yeah, because of all the animals. Does on the label, I have a lot of Schmidt. Does Schlitz taste like hams? No. They gave you those free seltzers and you still said it wasn't great. That's commitment to the beer reviewing game. Yeah, it's funny because even after I talked about how not good they were, I don't want to say horrible on the internet, so I won't. No, but honestly, they tasted like diet soft drinks. And if you love diet drinks, I know people that drink Diet Coke all day long. Can you imagine what their kidney and bladder must look like? And they would probably love those Bud Light new age things. But me being a person who hates diet drinks with the most fiery passion of any person on earth, I thought they were horrendous. A nightmare. And they still brought me the Bud Light Next. I don't know what they're thinking. And maybe I'll like it. I'm going to be open-minded. If I hate it, I'm going to say I hate it. If I like it, I'm going to say I liked it. It's as simple as that. I remember back in 2014, the Miller guy brought me the Miller Fortune. He put it in my pocket. I don't know why they always want to put it in my jacket pocket. It's like dramatic, you know. He says, oh, no, it was a store manager. He says, don't say anything. Just get your bags and leave. I said, okay. So I went home and I reviewed Miller Fortune, emergency review. But man, after I tasted that popcorn tasting thing, I said, this is going to be Miller's misfortune. I have a feeling this is going to be Miller's misfortune. Was I wrong? Go watch the video. I still got the bottle. Ron, do I like Milwaukee's Best? Yes, and I miss it, and it was discontinued in 2021. Rainier is still popular here. Rainier. You guess how many times I've seen Rainier in Louisiana? Anyone? Anyone? Hello, greetings, says personality in progress. Beerhound says, I lived in South Prairie and I went to White River High class of 89, was there from 85 to 90. Why are they so secretive? Just say, here you go. Let me know how it tastes. I don't know. I don't know why they're secretive. I get a kick out of it, though. 4 times, Ron. 4 times what? Oh, no, never. 0. Never seen Rainier in Louisiana, ever. And I want to try that Rainier ale. But they don't make Rainier ale anymore. And it's like 7% alcohol. Would I buy it? Would I buy it? Old Milwaukee. Well, I can get it, but it's a big hassle. Yes, but I can get it. It's a hassle, though. And I don't want to go through a hassle for Old Milwaukee. Believe me. Okay, Corona Familiar, final story. Boy, this cat is totally knocked out. She's laying on the carpet like totally knocked the heck out. I see you yawning. You're like totally relaxed, huh? Well, it must be a nice life. You just lay there all day. Kind of boring, though. You don't do anything. Just wander around aimlessly. Whine sometimes. Go drink out of the canal. Yeah. All right. Thoughts on Johnny Bootlegger? $1.98 here. I've reviewed 2 of them. I wouldn't buy it on purpose. It's not my kind of thing. Is it a bad product? No, it's not a bad product. I mean, is it well made for what it is? It is well made for what it is. The Four Loko pregame is well made for what it is. I mean, yeah, it's fine. It's not my thing. I don't drink those kind of things. But I'm not going to sit there and say, well, I don't drink it, so it's bad. No, that doesn't make it bad because you don't drink it, okay? A lot of beer reviewers think that. that if they personally don't like something, that makes it bad. No, you're like the guy on what was that with Tracy Gold, the TV show, Kirk Cameron. He thought if he didn't watch television, it wasn't on. Like one time he told his mother he was amazed because he turned the TV on and it was on, but he wasn't watching it. He thought they only showed TV when he was watching it. And that's how some beer reviewers are. In other words, if they don't like it, it's not good. Like as if, the beer world revolves around them. Does Corona Familiar taste a little sweet to you compared to Schlitz? Yes, Simon, I would say so. But not too much. It's just a little bland compared to Schlitz. Rainier isn't made in Washington State anymore, right? No, it isn't. They shut the brewery down. Right, Cat should be cleaning house or something. Yeah, I agree. Thanks. You could be like Orangey, huh? Be aviation, but you'd be bored. You'd be sitting around all day. What is your cat's name? Orangey. Would like to get a hold of Rainier beer and Yingling. Yingling's good, not great. The Yingling Lord Chesterfield ale is great, but then nobody can get it. See, that's how Yingling's kind of like Pabst. All their best beers, they make sure nobody can get them. Now, see, that's a winning strategy. All the best beers, you make sure nobody can get them. And then somehow that makes your company successful, but I'm confused about it. Where's Gray? I hadn't seen Gray around. I saw Blackie running across the street. Well, this is a female, and she's sort of like Grace Slick. She has a lot of male friends. I shouldn't say that about Grace Slick, but she has said it herself. She was a good songwriter, though. You like the boys, don't you? She doesn't care about the boys. She lets them come over, and she says, "Go ahead. I don't care." Yingling Hershey chocolate stout is it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Beer break. I have one in the fridge for stout Sunday, porter Sunday. Yingling is all hype. Yeah, Yingling is mostly all hype. But it's fine, but I wouldn't be be trying to track it down. Only matters near election, says drinking a Yingling Golden Pilsner right now. I like the Golden Pilsner. Is it a real Pilsner beer? Not really. I'm going to be angry if Yingling doesn't live up to the hype. Well, get ready to be angry. Yingling was even better before they raised the prices significantly, and that was before the crazy recent inflation. I know. I used to go to Mobile, Alabama I'm sorry. I used to go to Mobile, Alabama 20 years ago, and it was like $5.99 a 12-pack. Do I have a good cigar every now and then? Yeah, every now and then, like not too often, like once every 6 years. Mostly I don't have a good cigar. Mostly I don't have a good cigar every day. Oh no, what is it? Don't you ever show that on the internet. Because the people are watching the internet. Don't ever show that on the internet. Okay, all right. I won't show it. Because the people will get angry. All right. Now, y'all want to see what I found today? Y'all want to find out what I bought today? Oh, no, says personality. Oh, no. I just want one fresh Yingling original regular for review. Oh, it is going to show up. Better king cake, Gambino's or Maurice French pastries. I couldn't tell you. I never had either one. Personality and progress. Oh, Joe Hill was asking it. Nice. Yeah. Phillies from Philadelphia. Well, not anymore. Let's see it. Okay, I'll show y'all. Schlitz is the clear and present winner. The clear and present winner. Hold on, baby. Come back. Come see. I'm going to show you on the internet. All right. Now, I will return the favor by sending back a good beer from California. Man, I don't send beer. That did look good, Ron. Talking about that last gulp? It was. All right. So I was at Mathern's buying something. I can't remember. So I looked in this, they got these cases like with these little mini bottles. And I said, it caught my eye. I said, whoa, what is this? I hadn't seen it. I have a discerning eye. So they had Johnny Walker Double Black, but I drank it already. I threw it away. And then they also had the Johnny Walker Gold Reserve. I mean, they only 50 milliliters. You could drink it in a snap, you know. I said, ooh, that's the special one in the Double Black. $2.99, both $2.99. They had the Dewar's 15-year age. 15-year age, not the regular old Dewar's, the 3-year age. Oh, no, sir. Excuse my language. The 15-year age. $2.49. Thank you. Will I make it? The Dewar's 18-year aged. The youngest whiskey in this blend is 18 years old. Oh, man. That means that was bottled in 2020. So that means 2002. The youngest whiskey was from 2002. So that, but they might have 30, 40-year-old. I said, oh, $2.90. I checked the internet and it was like the same price if you converted it to a 750. I said, oh no, I'm buying this because it'll be 20 years before I get around to it. I could try the Johnny Walker Double Black, the Johnny Walker Gold, the Dewar's 15-year age, and the Dewar's 18-year age, and I'm gonna pay $12.46. No, it was $11.46. $11.46 plus tax, of course. For 200 milliliters, I said, I'm going. I'm buying it. And I went back over there, and one of the guys that worked there was like, "What are you buying?" I said, "I'm buying this stuff." And he, you know, he didn't understand what I was buying. But anyway, I was pretty excited, and I bought even more, y'all. I would mix that with a good stout. Those 50 milliliter bottles are great. You can try them without spending a ton of money. Yeah, and they weren't even sold in Louisiana until August of 2020. August 2020. They were illegal in Louisiana until August 1st, 2020. Y'all want to see what else I bought? I'll count it down, 3, 2, 1, and then I'm out of here. Do you want to see what else I bought? Going once. Do you want? Well, they were illegal. I'll see it. You'll see it if I love those Delta 8 drinks. Delta 8 drinks. All right. Okay, so I got these 3 fantastic blended whiskeys. I can't wait, you know. Hold on, baby. This was $7.98. Yeah, he wants to see it. This was $7.90. Great deal on that whiskey. You got that right. I was so excited. I was like, oh man, I gotta buy it. Because usually the little samples are more expensive per ounce, but not these. So I saw this at Walmart. Well, I saw it at Mathern's. Everybody sells it around here. Mathern's, Walmart, Winn-Dixie. Well, everybody sells it at this time of the year, no other time of the year. And it's called King Cake. Taka King Cake. There's the Mardi Gras beads. There's the Russian Imperial Castle. There's the mask. Wear your mask so you don't catch the boo-boo. King Cake vodka. There's the Fleur de Lis. $7.98 for a full-size bottle. You say it's frosted. It ain't really frosted. It's been in the freezer. It's really clear. This is flavored like king cake. There are 4 video reviews for it, honestly. Imitation king cake flavored vodka. Well, obviously it's imitation because you know they didn't take the vodka and soak it in king cake. You know, but they're making it taste like king cake. They're probably adding cinnamon, sugar, cane sugar. Let's see, cinnamon, cane sugar. Oh, maybe they're adding some pecans, something like that. I know, and nobody else. I don't know if anybody can get it outside of like Mobile, probably the furthest east. Mobile, Alabama is probably furthest east. Lafayette, Louisiana is probably furthest west. Grand Isle, Louisiana, furthest south because the ocean is next. And then the furthest north is probably Macomb, Mississippi, but I'd be surprised if they have it in Macomb. They probably have it in Amite, Louisiana, or as those people say up there, Amite. They say I live in Amite. Look at that. How you love that? A vodka soda with actual taste. I've honestly never heard of king cake. Well, king cake they sell around here in Louisiana during Mardi Gras season or carnival season. It's like a bread and it's twisted and they got sugar on it. I'll show you a box. Everybody sells them, you know. Hold on, baby. So they make them at Mathern's, and all the stores make them, you know, but the girls in the Mathern's be making them. You hear all that sugar? King cake. And it's there's the cake, you see. It's got the 3 colors, green, purple, and gold, for the 3 gifts of the Magi. When the 3 wise men visited Jesus, they gave him 3 gifts: gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And there's baby Jesus. And if you get the baby, if you put the baby, when people have a king cake party, if you put the baby inside, and whoever gets the baby has to buy the next king cake. That's the rule. If you get the baby, you have to buy the next king cake. It was reduced. See, I got it cheap. So, well, not really cheap, but cheaper than normal. So, that's the king cake. Okay, hold on, baby. I know you're getting hungry. But that's Louisiana stuff. All right. So it's good if you like sugar and, you know, getting fat. All right. So king cake vodka, that tastes like actual king cake, which I have in my fridge. Sounds like it taught a lesson. Yes. All right. So thank you, everybody. And we're going to close out with Orangey. Come here, Orangey. I'm going to give you your food. Come on. Come here. I know you're getting hungry. Come here. What do you have to, is Mardi Gras still going on this year? Yes. They have praise this weekend. What do you have to say to the audience? I'm not going to kick you out of it. What? The beer drinking community. What do you have to say to the audience? All right. Nothing. She wants food. All right. I'm going to go on. Okay. Peace. Y'all take care now. Yeah, meow. Nice to meet you, Orangey. Nice day, Ron. All right. Y'all take care now.